Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you're just starting your journey with Python, you've come to the right place. In our last videos, we mastered variables, our boxes for storing data, and data types like integers, whole numbers, floats, decimals, strings, text, and booleans, true or false. So we've got all this data stored in our boxes. Now what? How do we make it work? How do we add, subtract, compare, or combine it? That's where operators come in. Operators are the special symbols in Python that let you perform operations. They are the verbs of programming. They let you take your variables and do things with them. Today, we're going to cover the 4 key types of operators you need to know. We'll start simple and build our way up. This is a foundational lesson, so grab a coffee, open your editor, and let's get to it.
First up, the ones you already know and love from math class. Arithmetic operators. These let us perform all our standard calculations. Let's set up 2 variables to play with. A equals 15 and B equals 4. Now let's go through them. Addition, A plus B will give us 19. Subtraction. A minus B will give us 11. Multiplication. A times B will give us 60. These are super straightforward. Now, pay attention to this next one, division. If we print A divided by B, that's 15 divided by 4, we get 3.75. The key takeaway here is that standard division always gives you a float, a number with a decimal point. Even if the division is perfect, like 10 divided by 2 will give you 5.0, not 5.
Okay, now for the 3 special ones you might not have seen. First is modulo, also called the remainder operator. This doesn't give you the result of the division, it gives you what's left over. Think about it. 4 goes into 15 3 times, that's 12, and what's the remainder? 15 minus 12 is 3, so A%B will give us 3. This is incredibly useful. The most common use? Checking if a number is even or odd. Any number modulo 2 will be 0 if it's even and 1 if it's odd. It's a classic trick. Next is exponent, which is just to the power of. So A double star B is 15 to the power of 4. A bit big. Let's try B double star 2, which is 4 to the power of 2, or 4 times 4. That gives us 16. Finally, there's floor division. This is like normal division, but it chops off the decimal part and rounds down to the nearest whole number, an integer.
Next up, comparison operators. I like to call these the question operators. Their job is to compare two values and give you a yes or no answer. In Python, that yes or no is a Boolean, either true or false. That's it. That's the only kind of answer they can ever give. Let's set up some new variables. X equals 10, Y equals 5, and Z equals 10. Now let's ask Python some questions. Is X equal to Y? For this, we use the double equals. Print X equal Y. As expected, that's false. But what about X and Z? Print X equal Z. That's true, because 10 is equal to 10. Let's run through the rest. They're very intuitive. Not equal to. This asks, is 10 not equal to 5? That is true. Greater than. Is 10 greater than 5? True. Less than. Is 5 less than 10? True. Greater than or equal to. Is 10 greater than or equal to 10? It's not greater, but it is equal, so this is true. Less than or equal to. Is 5 less than or equal to 10? Yes, it's less. True. And this doesn't just work for numbers. You can compare strings too. Hello equal hello is true. But be careful, it's case sensitive. Hello equal hello with the capital H is false. These true-false values are the foundation of decision-making in code. We already know the king of this category, the simple assignment operator. It assigns the value on the right to the variable on the left. X equals 5. Done. But what if we want to modify a variable's own value? This is where compound assignment operators come in. They're fantastic shortcuts. Let's say we have a variable, score equals 100. And we want to add 5 points. The long way to do this is score equals score plus 5. Let's break down what Python does. It first looks at the right-hand side. It finds the current value of score, which is 100. It adds 5 to it, getting a result of 105. Then it takes that 105 and assigns it back to the score variable, overriding the original 100. This works perfectly, but programmers are lazy in a good way. We love shortcuts. The shortcut for this exact operation is score plus equals 5. It means take the current value of score, add 5, and assign the result right back to score. It's cleaner, easier to read, and you'll see it everywhere. And this pattern works for all the other arithmetic operators. This even works for strings. Remember how we use plus to concatenate strings? Watch this. Super handy, right? Get in the habit of using plus equals, minus equals, and times equals now. It will make your code more Pythonic.
Logical operators are how we combine those true and false values. They let us build complex rules from simple questions. The three keywords are and, or, and not. Let's start with and. Think of and as a strict parent. To go to the party, you must clean your room and finish your homework. If you only do one, the answer is no, false. You must do both for the answer to be yes, true. Next is or. This is the cool parent. To get dessert, you can eat your vegetables or clean your room. You only need to do one of them to get a yes, true. The only way to get a no, false, is if you do neither.
And finally, not. This is the opposite day operator. It just takes a Boolean and flips it. Not true becomes false, and not false becomes true. Simple. We can now combine all those simple true-false questions from our comparison operators to build real complex logic for our programs. And that is a wrap on Python operators. That was a ton of information, but this is one of the most important lessons in all of programming. You now have the power to not just store data, but to manipulate it, compare it, and build complex rules with it. Your homework is to practice. Take two numbers and try every single arithmetic and comparison operator on them. Create a few Boolean variables and combine them with and or. Get that plus equal syntax into your fingers. In our next video, we're going to use these operators to finally make our programs make decisions. We're going to learn about if, elif, and else statements. It's where your code truly comes alive. If this video helped you, please hit that like button, subscribe so you don't miss the next one, and leave a comment with any questions or what you'd like to see next. Keep practicing, and I'll see you in the next one. Happy coding!